Hello! Hi, I'm hoping that you can all see and hear me. Welcome. Good morning. It is still morning. It's 11 o'clock. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Say hello in the chat. Hello, my name is Leah and I'm the Learning Officer for the National Videogame Museum in Sheffield. So I will be your host this morning. Welcome everyone. You can hear me and see me fine. Oh, that's good. Good morning. So yeah, I'm hoping you can kind of see what we're going to be doing this morning. We've got an hour-long little workshop and I'll be taking you through making some animated and interactive, very simple, so easy to do, Christmas cards. Just in case, maybe you've left it a little bit too late for the post. I know that the post at the moment is incredibly busy, with everyone sending letters and parcels to loved ones and friends. So maybe instead you'd rather send them a digital card. So we're going to be doing that this morning. So you can access these free online. So we'll be sharing the things that we're doing. Oh, you've got this at home. Excellent. So you'll be able to follow along and have a go as well. So yeah, this is Piskel. You should be able to see it. Sort of, which direction do I need to point? That one. There we go. That direction. So this is Piskel up here, and we're going to be using this to create some animated pixel art, and then we'll be turning that into a Christmas card as well. So yeah, how are we all doing? I hope we're all doing okay on this, I think the last Saturday before Christmas, maybe? It's very exciting. So yeah, shall we get going? I should say as well, we have Connor in the chat who is moderating and he'll be looking after the chat. So if you have any questions, Connor might answer you, I might answer you as well if I get to see them. Otherwise, we also have a bot. So you might see Nightbot pop up and they'll be letting you know some information as well. So we might be using Nightbot just to share links and things. So if you want to have a go yourself, you can copy and paste those links and open them on your own computer. Okay, so shall we get started? I think we should get started. So you might have seen me do this, use Piskel before in a live stream. I did it, I think, back in April, at the very start of lockdown after the museum closed. It is great. It's really great. So we made some animated sort of sprites that you can use in other game making tools as well. So if you want to make your own video game characters and pop them into your own game, you can do that with Piskel, which is very clever. It's free to use, which is even better. You can download it as well if you want to use it offline. I think you need a laptop or a computer. I think it sort of works on a tablet, but it can be a bit more tricky. Oh, don't worry if you're late. Hello, welcome. We haven't started yet. I'm just explaining what we're doing. We're going to be making some animated Christmas cards, just in case you've missed the post, because it's the deadline tomorrow or Monday, I think. So yeah, it might be a little bit too late if you want to send any big parcels to arrive for Christmas, but you can always send them digitally. So we're going to be making our own this morning. Hello, welcome everyone. So yeah, my name is Leah, just in case you haven't met before, virtually of course, and I'm the Learning Officer for the National Videogame Museum. Second class deadline for the post was yesterday. Oh no, I can't believe it's Christmas already. Oh, I should say I've got ears. Last week, just in case you joined me, I nearly forgot to put these on. I remembered right at the end of the stream. So, hello! So let's put these on now. Oh, you can't really see them. I'm going to have to like duck down. Ta-da! There you go. Okay. So let's get going, shall we? I might be asking for your suggestions as well throughout, so do keep commenting. And if you've got any questions, pop them in the chat as well. I can help you and then Connor can help you as well. And maybe even Nightbot, or a little robot who's looking after the chat, will be able to help you. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with Piskel. So if you want to have a go, there is a red, Connor's just saying, isn't there a big red Rudolph nose too? Yes, there is, but it's a little bit hard to talk wearing the nose, and it might sound a bit weird for an hour, so I'm going to not do... You can just imagine it. You can just imagine that there'd be a Rudolph nose here. I'm one of the other reindeers. I'm not Rudolph today. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? So, just behind me, or to the whatever direction that is on your computer, ta-da, this is Piskel. So, we're going to be creating a sprite. And a sprite is like a character in a video game. Okay, that's kind of another word for them. So it's the kind of thing that you use to build your game around those characters or clickable things, if that makes sense. But we're going to be using this to make a GIF, which you might have heard of before. So if you use Messenger or anyone around you uses Messenger, things like that, you know you can send those little animated images, a GIF. So we're going to be making one of those. So you can send it to your friends and family in Messenger, which is quite cool. Download them and things like that and share them. So let's get started. So to get to this screen, you just need to type in piskelapp.com in your browser and it'll open this. So this is how it looks like when you first arrive. And then I'm going to go up to the top here and click on Create Sprite, and that will create a new one. So I'm hoping it will open. Ta-da! There we go. So at the moment it's just a blank screen. There's nothing on there yet, but you should sort of start to notice it looks like a drawing tool. If you ever used things like Microsoft Paint or used anything else to draw on your computer, it looks a bit like one of those. So you have tools on the left hand side here. So these are all the different tools you'll need to do your drawing. You've got frames here. So this is where you start to create your animation. So if you've ever done things like stop motion animation where you take pictures and move something slightly and take another picture, it works a bit like that. So you're working with animation frames where the image is slightly different in each picture, and when you put them all together and play them, it makes like a moving image. Okay, but you'll see how that works. So if that's a little bit confusing, you'll sort of see it in action in a minute. Okay, so let's have a go, shall we? Over here you've got things like layers, which can get a little bit more complicated. We're not going to be using those today. But the great thing about this program is that it's really easy to use, and once you've had a go, you'll start discovering new things that you can do with it. So I'm going to teach you the basics, and then you can go exploring as well, because that's the best way to learn. So let's have a go. You've already done it. Ah, amazing. Okay, well then you're the expert. So in that case, I'm going to need some suggestions. So this is our kind of blank canvas. What are we going to put on our Christmas card? Now, of course, you could put anything you want, but I could do a snowman. What else could I do? A present, a Christmas tree, maybe? What could I do? I could do a snowy scene. What else? Do we have any suggestions? What kind of Christmassy themed things? And then I'm going to go have a go. So, while I'm waiting for your suggestions, oh, we've got a Rudolph. Oh, see, this is where I'm going to struggle because I'm going to get amazing suggestions and I'm not going to be able to draw them. But I'll do my best, okay? Don't worry, I will do my best. We've got Charlotte saying Rudolph. I could do a Rudolph. Let's see. I could do a ninja, a Christmas tree with eyes. Ninjas, Christmas ninjas. I've never met a Christmas ninja. I didn't realise they existed, but they must do, I guess. A forklift truck, that would be quite festive. Moving all the parcels around, I guess. A penguin would be nice. A very nice penguin. Maybe I should start by doing like a wintry scene and I can add some of your suggestions. I'm not sure how to draw a forklift truck though. I might struggle, but we'll have a go. Okay, let's make our Christmas card, shall we? So over here we've got the pen tool. So you just click on your screen and sort of drag to draw things like that. And if you want to go back, you can undo things by just pressing on your keyboard and pressing Control-Z. So let's do that because we don't want that. I am instead going to go to, I think, the paint bucket tool. So this over here is going to fill a whole area like that. But I don't want it to be dark. I want, I don't know, maybe a nice sky colour like that. Is that a sky colour? I mean, that's not very, I don't think that's blue enough, is it? Maybe one like that. Like that. You can draw a forklift truck. That's very impressive. You can put a forklift truck on your Christmas card. That would be an amazing Christmas card. Okay, so let's have a go. So I've got a sort of a sky, I think. It will look like more like a sky once we put something else in there. So I'm going to go back to the pen tool over here. So I'm going to click here. Oh, and I should say, I think that the colours, yeah, on my screen is just, I think it's just above my head over here. So I'm clicking on this box here and it's bringing up, oh no, I'm going to have to move, hang on. Shall I move? I'm going to move my face over slightly. Ta-da! There I go. So here you go. Now you can see it. So this is where the colours are. So I've clicked on that box there and it's brought up this sort of colour wheel thing. So over here you can click and drag this up and down to go through all the different colours, and then you click and move that little dot around to pick different colours on that big square. So you can have them darker and lighter up here. Okay, so I'm going to have to move myself back in a minute, but there we go. So I think we need like a frosty snow colour, don't we? So let's go over here, let's have that snowy colour. And then I'm going to move myself back into the corner, out the way. There we go, move that frame as well. Ooh. Okay, it's tricky to do live, there we go. There's some movie magic. And up here as well, you've got different size pens, so you can make a draw with a bigger pen or a smaller pen like that. So let's try that. So I think, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe I'll do like a snowy line. It's really hard to draw live in front of people, don't you? You think when you're drawing something and someone comes over to see what you're doing, it's always a bit like, oh, don't look at me, leave me alone. I'm drawing in peace. Okay, so that's some snow, I think. What else should we do? What else should we do? So we had some penguins. I mean, penguins, I think, would fit in quite nicely. But how do I draw a penguin? I definitely am going to struggle. Right, let's have a look. Let's do this. Penguins they're sort of black and white, aren't they? It's already looking wintry. Yes, it is. Thank you, Connor. I'm doing my best. I think maybe we'll do a penguin, and it's probably going to look a little bit strange, but let's have a go, shall we? Maybe like that. It's going to be a pixel penguin. Oh, I did that a little bit wrong. So the good thing about this is you can always go back and try again, like a snowman, but with a pointy beak. I guess so. Are they that round? Are penguins that round? I guess they might be when they're like huddled together. I think like that, and then I'm going to get an orange, because I know have they got orange feet? Maybe they do. Oh, let's try that again. I think I'm going to do oh no, one more time. That looks like some feet. They've got a beak, so maybe I'll do a beak like that. Okay, I don't know if I am too optimistic, but it's looking sort of penguin-y, isn't it? A little bit. Let's have a go. So they've got a white bit on their belly, so let's try that. Oh no, I don't want the fill tool, I want the pen tool. There we go. That's like that. Have they got... I think they've got a bit more of... Let's go back. So down here as well, you can always as well with this, so you can use the colour picker here. If you've found a colour and you want to find it again, you can use that, click on it, and it will automatically take you to that colour. And then you just click on the pen tool again, which is like magic. Like that? Is that? And we'll give him an eye. That's sort of a penguin. I think so anyway. Okay, so what else? What other suggestions did we have? We had a Rudolph and we had a ninja. Maybe I can give... This might be a bit optimistic. I could do a ninja with a Christmas jumper, because it looks quite cold here. So we could give the penguin a friend. Let's have a go, shall we? So, well, I guess I need this black one. And let's have a go with the circle tool. So down here you've got some different tools. So you can draw some shapes. So you can draw rectangles like that by clicking and dragging. And you can also use circles like that. So what if I do... This is going to be a fun Christmas card. There we go. And then maybe I'll do like a body. Oh, he's got a bit of a long neck, this ninja. I can fix that in a minute. But maybe I'll give him some eyes like this. So I think those might be his eyes peeking out. He doesn't need that long of a neck, does he? Well, what else have we got here? What else did ninjas have? I guess he'll need some legs as well. Like that. And what else could he be doing? Maybe he should have a sword or something. Are they called katanas? I might have made that up, but let's get him a grey sword so you can tell that it's a sword. How about that? Yeah. Like this. Oh, a throwing star. Should we give him a throwing star? That's a good idea. Is that a... it might be a throwing star. That looks like a throwing star. I'm going to stick with that. That's our throwing star. It's got quite skinny arms, but we'll ignore that for now, shall we? Let's keep going. And we'll pop his other arm down here like that. Oh, no, he looks like he's like that. Maybe? Or maybe he could be putting his hand on his hip. Just realised I said I was giving him a Christmas jumper. So, shall we do that? Maybe we'll give him a Christmas jumper. He can be wearing a festive Christmas jumper. I'll give him some eyes, though. It's kind of hard to tell, but those are his eyes. There you go. When you're doing pixel art, it can be quite tricky to sort of get things how you want them to look because you're only working with a certain amount of blocks. So it can definitely be tricky. But let's have a keep going, shall we? Ta-da! And we can zoom in and out as well. So if you wanted to get a closer look, you can zoom in by using the mouse wheel. And you can zoom out again like that too. Okay? So, do an elf. Oh, an elf would be good. Or I could give the ninja an elf hat. Maybe I could make it a ninja elf. We can combine our ideas. Now I'm going to find a green. Let's have a look. Is that going to be a Christmassy jumper? I think so. Let's give him a jumper like so. He's got a nice Christmassy jumper, and then maybe I'll give him an elf hat. Like so. Is that an elf hat? I think so. I'm quite happy with that. We can ooh. Oh, Liz Hanks, you made a colour changing Space Invader. Very cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, you can use Piskel to make amazing things. Okay, so what other suggestions do we have? I'm not sure I'm going to be able to manage a forklift truck. I'm running out of space. So let's, we've got an elf, so we put your elf in there. It's a ninja elf now. Who knew? Oh, we needed a Rudolph. Maybe we can have Rudolph, I don't know, peeking in up here or something, saying hello. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in the middle in case you wanted to write a message, for example. Or you could do it down here, I guess. So let's, what colour? Rudolph is brown. I can just look at my ears for reference. Santa flying by. Ah, see, you can create so many amazing things. So let's keep going for a bit. What was I doing? Rudolph. So I need a sort of a brown colour. So let's do that. I think I'm gonna have Rudolph sort of peeking in up here, I think. How are we gonna do Rudolph's face? Like this? Has he got quite, this is quite a big Rudolph face, isn't it? But I kind of want to put the nose in the middle here, so, and two eyes. So maybe I'll do that. I'll get a darker brown, I think, for the antlers. How do antlers look? Do they look like that? I guess they must do if whoever's made this thinks so. So let's keep going. Oh no, what's happening? Those are some odd looking antlers. Maybe I'll make them a little bit smaller. Like that. Like that? A bit higher? Like that? No, like this? Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's not Liz, Jay. Thank you for your great idea, Jay. It can be a bit confusing when all your names are different, but I will remember. Okay, is that a Rudolph? Sort of. I think his antlers are a bit wonky, but oh yeah, they are a bit wonky, aren't they? Oh no, what have I done? I tell you what, this is actually a great. I need to move this antler, I think, over just one, but instead of undoing it all and redoing it, what I can do is I can go over to this. This is the rectangle selection, which sounds very exciting, but I can use it to move things over. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to hold shift on my keyboard while I'm doing it. And I'm going to drag it and I should be able to just move it over one. And, oh, wait, oh no. Let's have a look. There we go. So hold shift and then click it like that. And it's moved over. Perfect. There we go. Oh, I won't forget his red nose. Yes. Thank you, Charlotte. I won't forget. That's a very important part of Rudolph, isn't it? Oh, no, I don't need that tool. I need the pen tool back. So I'm going to fill in that gap there. And I've moved his antlers over. Let's get a nice red then, shall we? There's no red in this festive scene yet, so that'll be a nice addition. What about like that? Oh, there you go. What a perfect little nose. I guess I need to give him like a neck, like he's sort of peeking in, don't I? Maybe I'll do it like this. Like he's having a look in. Maybe I could, oh, that's a bit of a wonky leg. Like this, and I can pop a leg down here. Oh, no. Not sure about that. Let's do this like this. Yeah, sort of. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. It's got quite a long neck, but there we go. Okay. Ooh, what else do I need to do? I need to give him some eyes so that Rudolph can see. That's quite important, isn't it? Ta-da! Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you. It's great. I'm trying my best. These suggestions are challenging, but very, very good. So I'm determined to put them in. Okay, so there we have it. What else did I say that I was going to add? He's got our ninja elf has got a throwing star. We've got a penguin. We've got Rudolph in the corner as well. We maybe could add some snow. So this is a good way to see how the animation works. I'm going to add some really simple animation. I'm just kind of going to keep it to 2 frames, but you can add loads. So let's add some snow first of all, like this. Let's get the white so I can make it snowing. So it's really wintry. I'm going to add some sort of snow effects. How about that? So I'm just going to kind of click anywhere like it's snowing. Da da da. Like this. Well, okay, that's looking quite nice. There we go, a lovely wintry scene. And then I'm going to head up here, just up here, can you see that? I'm going to duplicate it. So duplicate just means copy, so I'm going to copy it. So now I've got 2 frames, but they are both the same. So you probably won't be able to see them, but not to worry. You can kind of see here, this is a little preview image. I've made this a bit small actually, but it's fine, don't worry. Yeah, Connor's saying, I didn't realise Christmas Ninja could make me feel so festive, but it's working. I feel much more festive than I did this morning. So let's get back to the animation. So I've got 2 frames that are exactly the same, but that means there's no animation yet. So I need to make them a little bit different so that when it flips between the 2 frames, it will create some sort of movement, some magic. So let's do that. I need this blue colour again, so I'm just going to go to that colour picker tool and I'm going to pick that blue and get my pen out. Now I think I'm going to use a big pen because I'm just going to erase all of those. There we go. Oh, that's a bit too big. There we go. I'm going to erase all of those snowflakes and then I'm just going to draw them back in. So I'm just going back. I'm going to make my pen smaller because we don't want huge snowflakes. And I'm just going to sort of randomly draw them and hope I don't draw them in the exact same place that I did earlier, because that would be quite bad. That would not defeat the purpose. So up here is what you use to sort of control your animation. So this number is 12 FPS, which is frames per second. So how many of these it shows every single second. And at the moment, it's showing 12, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to lower it a bit. And then I'm going to, oh, colour changing snow. Okay, hang on, bear with me. I'm going to show you this bit and then I'll add some colour changing snow. How about that? Maybe we can do some Christmas lights. I'll do some Christmas lights down the bottom and we can make them move as well. So, what are we doing? What am I doing? I'm going to show you how this snow works. So, I'm going to hopefully show you. Will it show me? Oh, it's not going to show the pop-up, which is incredibly annoying, but it is working. How am I going to show you that? Shall we? I wonder. Nope. Right. Rainbow snow. Yes. So it's really hard to see, but at the moment it is moving. Okay. But it's not moving very big. Ooh, how am I going to do this, I wonder? I tell you what, let's see if I can get a preview up. Because otherwise it's a bit difficult to explain if you can't see anything. So I'm going to get that preview up and I'm going to head into my streaming stuff and add another capture. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, so by making, Connor's helping me out. By making two slightly different frames and then swapping between them very quickly, it looks like it's moving. So let's try this. You can probably see what I wonder, can you see what I'm doing? You probably can. Da-da-da-da. Oh, no, maybe you can't. Maybe you can now. Ooh, there's my live streaming. Haha! Okay. Now you can see the preview. Can you? I'm hoping you can see the preview. So that is what it looks like at the moment. Yes, I think you can. So there it is. Wonderful. Okay. Phew. Now you can see. So now that I've managed to put one exactly in the same place. I did this on purpose so you can see. But yeah, this one isn't moving because I've put them in exactly the same place on both of the images by random. But the rest of it, I'm hoping you can see what that looks like. There we go. So you can see that it's kind of like snowing. Okay. So let's what do we want? We wanted some rainbow colour snow. Okay, so I'm going to do that instead. So I'm just going to move that out of the way on my screen. Let's get some rainbow coloured snow, shall we? I think things like red. Maybe I can move this over again so we don't have that. I'll make a few of them red. Maybe I'll make a few of them. I quite like pink myself, so maybe I'll make a pink one like that. And what else can I do? Can you still see the preview? I'm hoping that you can. Yes, you can. So you can see it's updating. Wow. Okay, amazing. I'll show you how to save this in a second as well. And then I'm going to show you how to make the interactive Christmas card. So what other colours would we like? Maybe like a deep blue, like that. If I make a few of them blue. Oh, that's looking very pretty. What else should we have? Maybe some nice yellow colours, like that. I'll make one of these yellow, like that. I think I'm also going to get rid of that one that is exactly the same. So let's get my colour picker and get that one again. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. I think the colours look very pretty. Yeah, they do look like fairy lights. Like snow and fairy lights. Maybe they're reflecting. But you can see the way that I've sort of just slightly edited them, so you don't have to make it very, very, very complicated if you don't want to. You can make it very simple. But I quite like the way this looks. Imagine sending this to your family. The reindeer, penguin and Rudolph wishing you happy Christmas. I would quite like that. So you could also, I've left some space down here because you could, if you wanted to, maybe use it to write a message. I'm just going to write like hello, or maybe I'll write hi, like that. Ta-da! Oh, what have I done? There we go. You can write hi. So now it's flashing up and it's saying, hi, hello. So you can write a little message down there as well if you wanted to, or you could maybe write a message in the middle and frame it, or have it pop up too if you wanted to do that, which I quite like. But you can see what happens if I move this. I'm hoping you can see what happens. So if I move the frames up, it starts flashing really, really, really quickly. Or if not, it goes a bit slower. And that's just me moving the amount of frames per second. So you can move it really quickly, or you can slow it down a bit so you can actually read the message. But there you go. Okay, so I'll move this. Let me move this on the screen so you can see what I'm doing a bit better over here. Oh, and I should say, to get this preview up, all I did was go over here and I pressed that open preview in a pop-up so you can see it a little bit bigger if it is really small. You can also change the sort of screen size that you're working with, the amount of pixels, if you want to make it bigger. That can change, that can sort of be very important if you're using it in things like other games, if you're using it in Game Maker tools, for example. But when we're saving it as a GIF or an image, you can make it bigger and smaller. So it doesn't matter too much as long as it's not teeny tiny. Because it can be, you know how images look if you have a really small image and you try and make it big and it just doesn't look right, does it, in the end? So let's see. Ta-da. So over here, ooh, sort of slightly off frame. I'm wondering if you're still going to be able to see that. We've got, yes, there we go, it pops up. So we've got something that says export. So you've got preferences, so your settings, so you can play around with the settings, so you can find the thing that you like to use. You can resize it as well, you can make it bigger. I do recommend doing this at the start. So if you want to have more pixels to work with, for example, if you want to make it more detailed, because obviously this is slightly simpler, then you do this at the start, because otherwise it will kind of resize what you've already been doing and it might make it a weird shape. So you can do it, but I always recommend doing it right at the start, okay? And then we've got save. Now this isn't saving like you'd think of saving. It's saving it as like a Piskel file. So you can't really share it, but you can open it again sort of later on in the app. But if you make an account with this, because you can make a free account, just get permission if you need to sign up with email addresses and passwords and that kind of things. But it will save all of the things that you've made on your account. So you'll be able to go back and see them, so you can save that here. So I can save this to my gallery, so I've got it for later on. But I want to save it as a GIF because I want to send it to my friends and family. So I'm going to go over here, and you've got different options to save it here. So I'm going to save it as a GIF, like here, this one. So I'm going to click on that one. And I want it to loop. So you know with GIFs, they kind of keep moving, don't they? They keep looping. So I'm going to click on that. If you just wanted it to play one time, you could uncheck it. But generally, you're going to want it to make it loop, okay? And then I'm going to download it. I'm just going to download it as an animated GIF. And you can kind of see at the bottom here, it's popped up as an animated GIF. Now, the other thing you might want to do is scale it up. So if you download it and suddenly it's really tiny, which might happen, you can just move this up and it will scale it to be 12 times the size. So you can download it again and it will be the right size. Now I realise you can't really see what I'm doing, which is also not super useful, but it's basically saved it as this one. Oh, where is it? Where's it gone? I've lost my pop-up. There, it saved it as this. Okay, so if you download it and it's really small, don't worry, just use that scale tool here and just drag it all the way up. You can make it huge. If it does end up being tiny, don't worry, okay? So generally, you just play around so you get it the size you want by moving the scale up and down, and then you just have an animated image that you can open if you've got your things connected to other messaging services. Obviously, just make sure that you have permission. Then you can send it to your friends and family. You can send it over email, things like that if you wanted to, but Messenger, WhatsApp, all of those places that you usually find a GIF can also work. Twitter as well. So if you make anything, show us. We'd love to see what you make. We'd love to see your festive animations. So that, I guess, is our sort of very basic but animated Christmas card as a GIF. But I also promised that we'd make this interactive. So we're going to be using Scratch to make a really simple animation. So let's, I don't know, should we use something we've already made? Maybe we'll use this, I think, Ninja. Shall I? Oh, I need to move this preview out of the way because it's blocking the poor head. Actually, I could get rid of that. There we go. It's gone. Magic. And I think I'm going to use this Ninja. So I have saved this, saved it to my gallery, and I'm hoping that it will pop up. So these are all the things that I've been making, and I'm going to make a clone of it. I'm going to make a copy of it so that I can edit one and I've still got the other. So let's edit that sprite. There we go. So I'm going to get this eraser tool because I don't think we've used this very much, and I'm going to do like this, and I'm just going to erase. Sorry, Rudolph. Don't worry, I've still got them saved. We're going to use this guy, but I don't want any background because I'm going to use him as a sprite. Let's delete this second frame. Da-da-da. Like this. Oh, this is getting tricky. I don't want to chop off any parts of him because that would be bad, I guess. But, oh, there we go. Okay, nearly there. So I'm going to be using Scratch in a moment. So you might have used Scratch before. It's a game making tool. So it's not like this one in that you have to sort of draw your things, although you can in Scratch, but you can use it to make video games, which is very exciting. But we're going to use it to make our interactive card. So I want it to be clickable, and I want there to be a message, and I want you to be able to share that as well. So now look, haha, we have got our ninja. Now I'm just going to move him into the sort of center, if I can remember how to do it. There we go. There he is. He's looking wonderful. And I think, what shall we do? I'm going to save him. So instead of saving him as a GIF, I'm going to save him as something called a PNG file, which is like an image file. So let's go to export again. And up here you can see different ways of saving your image. So I'm going to save it as a PNG, and I'm going to scale it down, scale it up a little bit. So just times 5, so it's a little bit bigger, because at the moment he's tiny. Look at him, there he is. Okay, and you've got lots of different options here, but I'm going to go right down to the bottom and select a single frame. So I'm just going to save this one frame. So if you wanted to save them all as like a big long image, you'd want to do it with this one. And then this one will just save one at a time. And that's what we want for now. So it's just saved it, so it's just popped up at the bottom. I'll just close that for now. And then I'm going to head to Scratch. So if you type in Scratch, just like the word, .mit.edu, it should bring this up, okay? So here as well, you can make an account, so you can save things. And actually, if you want to share things, share the games that you make, you'll need to make an account because you'll need to save it, okay? So let's do that. So at the moment, we have a blank canvas, as we can say, but I'm going to head into one that I've already made and show you the kind of thing that we're going to be doing, and then show you how I made it. So let's head to my, oh no, I don't want my profile, I want my stuff. So the things that I've been working on, and let's go to this one. So this is what I made. It's very, very simple. Oh, actually, I'm going to turn the sound down, I think, because last time, I think I deafened people last week. So at the moment, I've got this present, and it's moving. It says open me, and then I'm going to click on it. Okay, it did make a noise. I'm hoping it wasn't too loud, and it says Merry Christmas. Hello, Merry Christmas from the NBM. So this is the kind of basic frame that I'm going to use. But with Scratch, you can see inside things. So you can see the kind of code that I've used. So I'm just going to stop that at the moment. So I've got something here that controls the animation, the wiggle. I've got something that controls the sound, some code. I've got some code here that controls what was it? Oh yeah, the message, of course. Kind of saying, I can just hear it, my eardrums are safe. Phew, okay, I'm very glad your eardrums are safe. So this is the kind of thing that we're going to be doing. So obviously I've got some things here already. So let me show you how to find a background. So I'm hoping you can see that. Yes, you should be able to. We're going to go choose a backdrop. So you can make your own. Actually, if you Google it, do I have it written down anywhere? I might do. Do I? Oh, yes. Okay, so if you want to make a background in Piskel to use in Scratch, it's helpful if you make it the right amount of pixels, which you can change at the start. So I think it's 480 wide that way, and then 360 tall. But if you Google it, you should be able to see it, okay? And then it will make it the right size. So when you put it into Scratch, it'll automatically come up and be the right size, which is very, very helpful, I think. So I've got this present at the moment. Oh, I've just clicked it, which meant something's happened, but I'm going to stop that. I'm going to move that over there. Ta-da! Thank you, Connor, that's helpful. But he's just popped the pixels down there in the chat as well if you want to see them. But yeah, otherwise, Google is always your friend. So here is my background. I'm going to head down here and choose a backdrop. So I'm going to need your opinions in a second on what backdrop would be best to use. We could keep it festive, but we've also got a Christmas ninja, so not necessarily. So I'm going to click on here, and helpfully, Scratch has got loads of nice backgrounds for you to use already. So if you don't want to make your own, if you want to keep it simple and make it really quickly, you can use one that they've already got, and they've got loads and loads and loads and loads. So I've gone down here and I've just used this winter one. But there's some stars one. There's this nice one on the slopes. So maybe our ninja could be skiing. Santa's grotto in space. Ooh. So we've got a few space options. We've got space here. We've got space city. We've got some stars. We've got a spaceship. It could be a grotto spaceship. That'd be quite nice. We've got the moon. Maybe we could do that. A galaxy. Ooh. What else do we have? I wonder if any of these stars, do we like the stars? Oh, look at that. That's very spacey. It's quite tricky to see. Do we have any other stars? Let's have a look. We've got a galaxy. Maybe we'll use the galaxy. Oh, look at that. Very fancy. Okay. And now I've got my background, so you can, if you want to, as I said, upload one. So you click on this and then you upload the one that you've made, the image. But we're not going to do that with the background for now. You can do that later. Instead, we're going to add a sprite. So a sprite is a thing in your game that is clickable. It might be your main character or any other characters. So things that you interact with in your video game. So I'm not going to choose a sprite, even though you can. And it will give you lots of options for things that you could use. Some of them are quite festive, so you could also just ignore Piskel altogether and just make one in Scratch. But I think it's quite nice to have one that you've personally made as well. So I'm going to upload one. So you won't be able to see what I do now, but all I've done when I've clicked upload is that it pops up and it will bring up your images. So if you've just downloaded it, it'll probably bring up your downloads, and all you do in your download folder is click on the thing that you want to upload, of course, and he'll pop up. There he is. So there is our space Christmas ninja. Now at the moment he's quite small, isn't he? Maybe he could stand on our present like that. I think that's quite cute. But we could also make him bigger. So helpfully here you've got the size. So we could make it, what happens if I put 400 times the size? Oh, then he's quite large. But then I think he's the right kind of size for the present, isn't he? The present looks sort of to scale, doesn't it? So I have got some code in the present. So when I click or interact with or start the game, things will happen to this sprite, this present sprite, but nothing in this one at the moment. So nothing's really going to happen when I open him. But maybe I could make him do something. So I'm going to use the same kind of code that I've put in here and show you what to do. So let's start with, let's try and move these. I'll move these out of the way. So we're going to ignore these for now and we're going to look at this one. So at the moment, I've decided that when this flag is clicked or when the game starts, that the box or the present is going to say open me for 1 second, like that. And then forever, it's going to do a little wiggle. So you might notice that he does a little wiggle. Oh, he's moved over. Let's move him over again. Oh no, okay, right, that's fine. I'm just going to move this guy over a bit. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to need to change the size. So because here, these blue blocks, they decide where he is on the frame. So if I move him, he'll just move him back, which is what I've made it do. So I can only have myself to blame, but it's easy to fix. So I'm going to move him over here. Oh, I'm going to stop that first. I'm going to move him over here. That noise is going to get annoying, isn't it? So maybe I'll move that there for now, so it doesn't make that jingly noise every time I try and move in. So if you want to change the position of something on the screen, you have something called the X and the Y axis. So that decides where he is. But if you move it like that, it'll helpfully change and it will show you where it is. Okay? Oh, Connor's saying it's not too bad, it's not that loud. Okay, it's quite loud in my ear. So it's right, I'll put the sound back in a minute. So I've moved it over here. So I'm going to, can you see it here? It says X. It might be a bit small, but it says X axis. So where it is along this horizontal line. So if it's over here or over here like that, then it says minus 99. So I'm going to pop that in. And then on the Y axis, so where it is along the up and down axis, so if it's up here, so you can kind of see, depending on where you put it on the axis, depends on where it's going to be in your stage. Okay. Ah, you know that. Well, that's very clever. It can be a little bit tricky to wrap your head around, but once you've got it, it's easy peasy. And that says -13. So now it should be in the right place, but I'm going to need to change because at the moment I've got it going here and then waiting and then going somewhere else. So I'm going to amend that a little bit. Minus, I think, 97. I wanted to do a little wiggle, so I'm going to make it look slightly different. So now, I'm hoping it'll do a little wiggle where it is. Yay! Okay, so let's quickly go through that, shall we? So I clicked on the events. So the events are when things happen or how things happen. And I'm going to click on the when the flag is clicked or when the game starts, like that. Ta-da! I want to change the way it looks. So the messages are like a look, so how it looks. And then I want it to say something for a little while. So here it says hello at the moment for 2 seconds, like this. Okay? So that's what all I changed. So I clicked in here and I changed this text and it said open me, like that, ta-da, for 1 second. So you can change the amount of time, you can change what it says. That's entirely up to you. And then I want to change the way it moves. So I'm going to go to, I think it's sensing? Oh no, motion. There we go, not sensing. It's 2 different blues. So I'm going to go up here to motion, obviously, movement. And I'm going to change the position. So you can have it go to a random position if you like, which can be a bit crazy. And it can just sort of move around everywhere. Maybe we'll do that with the ninja, because he's a ninja. Actually, we'll do that. But for this one, I'm just going to delete that one. I want it to move somewhere in particular and I want it to wait like that. So I'm going to get 2 of those, but I need it to control that by having it wait. So I'm going to pop a wait in the middle like that, and that's just on the control blocks. And I'm going to change how much it is like that. Ta-da! Oh yes, Connor's helpfully saying that we've got lots of guides to all of these on our website, on the MVM website. So if you want to have a look and read through and see all the instructions, you can do that as well. And I want another one of these, so I'm just going to duplicate that like that. Oh, I don't want that last one. So there we go. So this is kind of just the same as that one, but at the moment it will only wiggle once. It'll just do 1 wiggle, which isn't very exciting. So I want it to do that forever. So over here I've got a forever block, and I'm going to pop all of those in the forever block, and it's going to keep wiggling. Okay, so let's pop in that -11. Just going to change that, and now it should just keep wiggling. Actually, let's test it. So you can click on that one to test it, and it'll do ta-da, like that. Okay, so let's do that with the ninja, so we can get the ninja to do something exciting, I think. So let's move him over a little bit so we can see. And I want something to happen when he's clicked. Maybe we'll make him sort of go to a random position. How about that? That might be quite fun. So he could say something if you wanted to do. So you could have him say hello for a second. And then I'm going to go to the control, and I want him to do this forever, so I think I'm just going to have him go to a random position on our screen forever. So he's like a ninja, he's hiding, he's jumping back and forth, and you can't catch him. So I'm going to click on this and go to a random position, like that. There he goes. Whoa, that's quick. Okay, fair enough. Or he could follow the mouse pointer, like that. Ta-da! So maybe you could have him open the present or something like that, if you'd like. So let's stop that. Oh, let's move him back over here. So maybe we'll have him. Maybe he can do a jump. How about that? Instead of a random position, which might get a bit too much, I'm going to make him like maybe jump up and down. Like he's excited for the present. You know what I mean? So we'll do the same sort of thing that we did before. So we'll wait. I think maybe one point. Maybe you could do a quick jump. So now, because I want him to jump up and down, I don't want him to move where he is, I just want him to move up and down. I'm going to change the y-axis number, not the x-axis. Because that way he'll just jump up and down and he'll move like that, but he won't move this way. Okay? I'm hoping this all makes sense. I'm hoping so. So let's have a look. We've got the y-axis says 4, so maybe we want him to go, do we want him, which, I think it's going to be, is it going to be a minus number? This is where my math skills, which way is he going? Yes, okay, I think he's going, is he going up? I think so, but let's make it a big jump. Is that a big jump? Let's make it a bit slower. So I'm going to change that speed. I think it's quite, okay, he's quite excited. So he's just doing that forever. He's gonna do a jump up and down. And so is our block. So if we do this, he says hello, and the present says open me. And the present's doing a wiggle and he's jumping up and down, very excited. Ta-da! Throw his star. Ooh, that would be quite exciting. I tell you what, we can look at costumes. So we could change the costume. Maybe we'll do that. So to do that, I need to add another frame of animation. So I'm going to go back into Piskel very quickly. Oh, not that one. This one. There we go. And I'm going to add a new frame. So I'm going to duplicate that one. Ta-da! And maybe he can throw the star. So let's get the erase tool and let's erase this here. And let's get... oh, actually, let's not erase that yet because I need that colour. Where is it? There he is. And I think I'm going to... Maybe you can throw it up here like that. Ta-da! And then I'm going to erase this one like he's throwing it, and I'm going to move his arm a little bit. So I need, oh no, I need that colour, so I'm going to get that green colour again with his lovely Christmas jumper, and he's going to throw that star. So now you can kind of see that he will be moving it up and down like that. I wonder if I use the preview and I show you on here. There he is! Haha! Okay, now you can see he's kind of throwing the star. Now, I'm not going to use this as an animation, I'm going to use it as a costume in Scratch. So you can get your sprites to, or your characters to change their costume. So let's do that, shall we? Just going to hide that one. Ta-da! And then, let's go and download this. So I'm going to export it, and I'm going to download just this frame because we've already got the first one, so I'm just going to download this edited one, and then I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to look at costumes. So I'm clicking, I've got to click on this one, make sure this one's selected, your ninja or whatever it might be, and then I'm going to go into costumes. So here you can also edit. You can see it looks a bit like Piskel in here, so you can edit the way he looks, you can change the colour, you can add some text as well. But I'm going to choose a costume and I'm going to upload a costume. So all it's done now is just opened my downloads, so you can't see that at the moment, but I'm going to click on the one I've just downloaded. Ta-da! And he's got 2, so now there's 2. So now I need to add a little bit of code to make that happen. So actually, I think I am going to stop him from moving at the moment. Let's stop that. I don't want him to move, instead I want him to change the costume. So let's go to looks, which controls the way that he looks. And now I'm going to go here and it says switch costume to that one. So it should change it to the second one. But I want it to go between them. So I want it to look like he's maybe he's like throwing it up and down. Now I know ninja stars are usually very sharp, but he's maybe a very good ninja. He might be very good. So I'm going to use one of those forever blocks to do the same thing that we sort of did with the location, where I'm moving him up and down, but to do that with the costumes. So I'm going to go to control and say wait. So he's going to wait a second, or I'm going to put it half a second, so 0.5 seconds. And then I'm going to go back to looks and I want to change it back like that. Okay, so now if I click that, he'll say hello and he'll keep throwing up. I think I need to make it a little bit slower, don't I? So let's do that. Like that. Move him over a bit. So he's kind of throwing it up and down. Can you see that? We missed the trick. I can't say we missed the trick by not making the Xmas ninja dab, didn't we? I mean, that would be a little bit tricky, but hey, maybe you could do that in your own cards as well, okay? So I should explain what I've done with this present. So at the moment, we've got our ninja here, and I've got him changing the way he looks at the moment. But let's go back to our present. So I have made our present give a little Christmas message. So this is where the kind of Christmas card aspect of it comes in, because when you get a card, you have a nice image on the front and then you open it up and it gives you a message, doesn't it? So that's what we're going to do. I have got, when the sprite is clicked, so when this box is click, it will give you a little message, okay? Like that. So let's go through that very quickly, because we're running out of time. It's almost been an hour already, and I still need to show you how to save it. So let's do that very quickly. So, but we've got our ninja sort of changing costume. He's ready to go over there. So let's change our Christmas message. How about that? So at the moment, I have got the control, and it's, oh no, event, sorry. And when the sprite is clicked, so make sure that the sprite you want for when it's clicked is the one that's selected. So we want the present, because we want the present to open, revealing a lovely message from our Christmas ninja. And I want to switch the costume. So I have added in here a costume that is an open present. So I've got the closed present costume and the open one here. So we want that one to change the costume. So again, you just go into looks and you change the costume to Piskel 3. So it probably already be selected like that. And then we've got messages up here. So you can go to say hello, for example. So maybe we'll say, should we say Merry Christmas? If I can spell Christmas. Ooh.
And then you're going to have to click go live on there again.
No, it says end stream.
It might still be live. Sorry.
Oh, I think. Are we back? Oh no. I think we might have fixed it. Oh no, I'm so sorry everyone. Oh, that wasn't working properly. Oh, shall I make myself a little bit bigger? Oh, that's just a frame. That's not helpful. Ta-da! Oh, well, sorry about that, guys. Hello, we're back. Oh, that was scary. Our computer had just had enough and everything went dark, but we were still live. So I'm not quite sure what happened. That was very, very strange, but whew, luckily I've got some technical support and we managed to get it up and running again. I'm so sorry. Thank you for waiting. Oh yeah, what a year. I think we can just blame 2020. That's absolutely right. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find our Christmas ninja, but let's have a go. Yes, let's restore all the pages that I had, and then maybe I can quickly show you what we were doing. Oh, okay, it has. Right, let's make me small again. Let's finish off what we were doing. If you're still here, thank you so much for bearing with. Let's move this frame like that, shall we? Oh, it's a little bit wonky, but hey ho. And I can quickly show you what we were doing. So let's go back to. There he is. Okay, let's move him into the middle like that. You should be able to see what I'm doing. I'm hoping. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's very hard to make a stream when everything is broken, but here we go. Okay, so everything should be working again. So that's good. There we go. Okay, so here's our Christmas ninja. Phew. Yes, thank you. Yes, ninjas are very good at hiding. That's true. It was just the ninja. It was just our Christmas ninja who was hiding and running away. Phew. Okay, thank you all for bearing with us. Right, let's finish this off before our computer decides to have enough again. Where are we? Sorry, Chris, yes, you will be able to see this card. We'll share it so that way you can go in and you can have a look at the code that we've used if you want to recreate it. But yeah, we'll share our Christmas ninja card, don't worry. Let's have a go. Ta-da! Yes, if it hasn't restarted for you, just refresh the stream and we should be back, okay? Whew, right. So what were we doing? We were making our Christmas cards do some things, say some things, weren't we? So let's, I think, go down here. Yeah, so we were saying when the sprite is clicked, it was giving it a message. So let's just amend this message. So all I've used here are the looks ones down here. And we'll share this one, so if you want to look at the code, you will be able to. So I'm going to say, hello, Merry Christmas from, I'm going to write the Christmas Ninja. Now, have I written, no, I haven't written Ninja. Ninja, like that. Ta-da! Like that, there we go. So now, if we press go, our ninja's there waiting. And if we open the present, so when it's clicked, we're going to click on it, and it's going to say, hello, Merry Christmas from the Christmas Ninja. Perfect. There we are. Okay, so that's our Christmas card. So you can edit that to say whatever you'd like. So if you wanted to send it to someone in particular, you could say to and put their name, like a Christmas card. You could write a message, you can sign it off from yourself as well, which is quite nice, I think, to send someone a personalised little video game as a Christmas card. And then we can also add some sound. So just down here, again, I put when the sprite is clicked. This is what I was doing to add that twinkly sound. It said when the sprite was clicked, play the sound. So down here, the pink ones, I've got sounds, and all I've done is I've chosen a sound from the Scratch library. So there's lots of different sounds in there, so you can add different sounds, and that's just this tab here that says sounds, like that. There we go. And I've just uploaded one from the Scratch library. There we go. Now that we have our sort of finished-ish game, I am going to save it. So up here it says save, but I've also made an account. So you'll need to make an account. I've clicked save. And then if you click on here, you can see the project page. And that will take you to the public sort of game. So I haven't shared this yet, like that. So I'm going to click share. Ta-da! Okay, so now if you go into Scratch and you look up MVM, we'll share this as well. You should be able to find our Ninja game. So now what you can do is just click on it. It'll make a noise. It'll say Merry Christmas from the Christmas Ninja, and it will close again like that. So here you can add instructions. You can tell people how to play. So if you might want to give your friend a message, but if you click on this link here, you can share it, but you can also copy a link to it here, and you just copy and paste that into a messenger or send it in an email to whoever you'd like to send it to. And you can send them an interactive Christmas card, which I think is quite nice, okay? So I hope that all makes sense. I'm so sorry if you missed the end of the stream, but do we have a link? Oh yes, we should have a link. If I copy this, there you go. It'll give you a link, so you just copy that link. And let me go into the chat, and then you can go and see it live, ta-da! Which is very helpful, I think. So I'm hoping, yes, you could schedule it to send maybe at 6 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day, or maybe not that early because you don't want to wake them up. Or actually, it's Christmas, so most people are up really, really early to open their presents. So maybe 6 a.m. is a good time. But yeah, so you can either make an animation, Christmassy animation in Piskel and download that as a GIF and then send it in Messenger, or you can upload your creations from Piskel into Scratch and make a little interactive Christmas card and just save it, send them the link, okay? There we go. Amazing. Thank you so much everyone for joining us. I should say as well, last week we did a twine workshop. That was very, very fun. And together we're going to be making an interactive twine story game based on A Christmas Carol. So if you want to know more about that and how you can get involved, because we will be showing your twine creations in an online game. We're going to put them all together, and we're also going to be popping them into Sheffield Libraries in an arcade cabinet. So you'll be able to go and see your story in real life. So you can either watch last week's stream, or you can head to the MVM website and read more about how to get involved there. I sort of tell you all how to do it in the live stream as well if you do want some more instructions, but we've got lots of instructions on our website too. Oh, did I send it in the chat? Yes, I did. I did send it in the chat, Connor. I'm hoping I did anyway. It should have done. So yeah, we had lots of fun last week, but this is our last stream of the year. Thank you for joining us for all of the live streams. There's been so many familiar faces, so we really appreciate you coming exploring game making, making your own games as well. You've shared some amazing creations with us, so we're really excited to see them. We've also got, I think Connor has just shared a feedback form, so if you do have any feedback, we'd love to know your suggestions for future streams as well, because we're hopefully going to do some more. So if you've got some great ideas for other things that you'd like to see us make or teach you how to make, please enter them into that feedback form, because we'd love it. It's really, really helpful. So yeah. Oh, it's not coming through. Oh no, I think my computer. Okay, well, we'll share a link. Okay, don't worry. We'll pop a link in the uploaded video on YouTube, and we'll pop it up on Twitter as well, so you can go and see this Christmas Ninja game that we've made together. So I think that is everything. Make sure that you tag us in anything you make. We'd love to see it, unless it's a secret, of course. Obviously, then you can send it to your friends and family. But otherwise, let us know how you get on. I'd love to see your Christmas creations. If they're anything as good as our Christmas Ninja, then I'd love to see them. Okay. Well, in that case, I will leave you to the rest of your lovely Saturdays. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's a very busy time of year, and especially on the last Saturday before Christmas. I keep saying that, and I'm hoping it's true, but definitely feels like the last Saturday before Christmas. But I hope you all have a lovely Christmas season, festive season, and a lovely New Year as well. And I will probably see you in 2021. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to end the stream there, I think. Right. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We'll see you all later, guys. Bye. Bye.